Hey. Welcome to another week. I'm not like fully ready for the week yet, but we're going to get ready. I just actually left church, so we are going to get our coffee together. And then tomorrow, I'm going to meet you back here to have pretty good coffee. Y'all, it has been a full weekend. I cannot wait to tell you all the things that we've been kind of working on. But first, we gotta get coffee ready for the week. And if you guys remember, I had BKG coffee roasters the other week and I had it hot. And I was like, yeah, that's cool, but we're gonna try it cold. And so I am going to take the time to grind some more up. And we're gonna do a cold brew. I have my pitcher right here. I have my picture right here. So we're gonna make some cold brew. And so you're just gonna see me kind of prepping it, and then tomorrow we're gonna come back for a conversation. And then I'm gonna have a prayer request for you guys. So I have something for you guys to pray with me about. So yeah, I'm gonna be back. Let's get this going. Oh, you know what? Before I even start, don't forget that the notes of this are cocoa, brown sugar, and red apple. It is a medium roast. And this is the Coffee Roasters from Brooklyn. And this company was established in 2010. So it's fairly new, which is totally dope. I can't wait until I have my own coffee line to share with you guys. Would you guys be interested in that? Like, that's like a dream of mine. But, you know, I don't want to be the only one drinking it. So I got to know would y'all be interested in drinking it. So drop that in the comments below. And then, you know what? Let's grind up some coffee, and then let's get started for the week. Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Pretty Good Coffee. I'm so excited. But you know what I'm gonna tell you to do before we get started, before I even like do all the intro fancy stuff, whatever, I want you to stop what you're doing, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you're always notified when a new video goes up. And then I want you to be safe while you're driving. Then grab your coffee. Woo! And grab your word, and let's get started. Good morning. I'm Petra. I'm your faith bestie, and I'm so excited that you have joined me for another episode of Pretty Good Coffee. It's where we get into the word and we get into some pretty good coffee to start our week well. We are learning every week how to apply the word for our everyday lives so that we can be well in every area of our lives. I'm so excited about it every Monday when I get to spend time with you. So you saw me preparing my Pretty Good Coffee. I told you before that I had gotten this BKG coffee. It's BKG Coffee Roasters. It's a Brooklyn brand. It was started in 2010. It's a medium roast. It is brown sugar, cocoa, and red apple, if I'm not mistaken. Those are the notes in it. And when I first had it, I had it hot. I told you guys I was gonna try it cold, so I did. I love it. It's so good cold. It's so good cold. It's a nice medium roast, really good balance. And to be honest with you, I taste more of the apple this way. And if you guys remember from that episode, I was saying, oh, I had gotten it because I thought it would be fall flavors, but I didn't really taste the brown sugar and the apple notes in it warm, but I do taste the apple notes in it cold. So I'm really excited about that. I use the Chobani Sweet and Creamy creamer. It is not the same as their sweet cream. Okay, their sweet cream is in a purple bottle. This is sweet and creamy. Okay, and it's really good. I love it. And I also used the Planet Oat unsweetened vanilla oat milk, and it's like the perfect little latte, you guys. Like, it's just so good, and it's so simple, which is nice. So you don't have to have something complicated for it to taste delicious and to just make your day special, which is what we like. That's how I feel about coffee. It's why I love coffee. Besides the fact it's a thing that me and my grandma started when I was like 8. So again, I've told you guys this before, find the thing that brings you joy to start your day. Find those things. Like reading your word, praying, all of that is great, and you should absolutely do it. But also find the little thing that gives you a little extra bit of joy, right? That just takes you over. Just that little bit extra. And for me, it's coffee. So again, yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10 as a cold brew. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. All right, let's jump into this word because I am running out of time and I have meetings coming up, so I won't have a lot of time to spend with you. But I was having a lot of quiet time this morning, so that's why I didn't hop on earlier. I just needed some time to clear my head, and I was just listening to the word. And yeah, just kind of easing into my day and into my desire to talk. But we are going to jump right into this, and it's a little bit longer of a passage just because there's some context that I want us to get. So we're going to go to Haggai chapter 1. It's the CSB version. Haggai chapter 1, the CSB version, and we're going to start at verse we're going to start at verse 3. I was going to say we were going to start at verse 6, but we're actually going to start at verse 3. Sorry guys. Sorry. I promise I'm being safe. I'm watching what I'm doing. I know you guys get so worried, and I love that for me. I love how you guys worry about me. But you know, we all gonna make it alive. It's all gonna be good. The Lord is gonna keep us all. Okay, so we are going to do Haggai chapter 1, starting at verse 3. This is the CSB version, and again, just a disclaimer, it's going to be a little bit longer verse today because there's a little bit more that I need to make sure context-wise that you have. Okay, let me just turn in here really quick. Also, tell me how your week is going. As you're starting off, you should be headed to work now. If you're working or kind of getting your household up, all the things. So let me know how that's going, how your weekend was. I'd love to hear that. We are officially in November. That means holiday season is starting. How are you feeling? I know that sometimes that can be kind of triggering for some. So, you know, I'm praying for each of us. I'm praying that we all have a pleasant last several weeks of the year. Okay, so Haggai chapter 1, starting at verse 3, is the CSB version, and I'm going to read the scripture, but then I'm going to take you inside, because like I said, I have a meeting, so we're going to have to pause. Okay, so chapter 1, verse 3. The word of the Lord came through the prophet Haggai. Is it a time for you yourselves to live in your paneled houses while this house lies in ruin? He's talking about his house. Now the Lord of armies says this: think carefully about your ways. You have planted much, but harvested little. You eat, but never have enough to be satisfied. You drink, but never have enough to be happy. You put on clothes, but never have enough to get warm. The wage earner puts his wages into a bag with a hole in it. The Lord of armies says this: think carefully about your ways. Go up into the hills, bring down lumber, and build the house, and I will be pleased with it and be glorified, says the Lord. You expected much, but then it amounted to little. When you brought the harvest to your house, I ruined it. Why? This is the declaration of the Lord of armies: because my house still lies in ruin, while each of you is busy with his own house. Okay, that is Haggai chapter 1, verses 3 through 9. 3 through 9 is the CSB version. Okay, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta run into this meeting. Hold on. Okay, so hear me out. I know that I said, I'll put it right here. that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. I'm putting it right here. So I know that I said I was going to talk to y'all in the office, but my day got crazy. Meetings were happening, all the things, right? And so yeah. So we're back in the car because a bunch of people are coming in and out. So yeah. So here we are. So I wanted to go back and finish up. I don't know where to put y'all. And finish up the scripture. I want to find something to kind of sit y'all up on, so you could be like right in my face. Does that make sense? Okay, perfect. So, oh yeah, that's good. By the way, y'all are balancing on a lotion bottle that's laid down. So we're gonna finish up Haggai 1 verses 3 through 9, and in it, it really just is talking. Sorry guys. Thinking carefully about your ways, and you've been sowing and doing all the things and really putting in effort, and Lord is saying you're wondering why you're seeing so little fruit. You're wondering why it's amounting to so little after putting in so much effort. And the reason is because all of your effort is going towards your own house, your own needs, your own wants, your own desires, but you have neglected to care for the things of God. You have neglected to care for his house. You have neglected to care for your relationship with him. You have neglected to care for the things of God. And this is an admonishment to all of us. We're putting in so much effort, especially as we're really beginning to close in on the end of this last quarter. We've been putting in so much effort to our personal goals, our personal desires, and those things that are on our checklist, right? And I mean a lot of effort, but we're not seeing the level of return that we would like. And we're curious about that. We're like, what's going on? Well, it's very clear. It's listed right here in Haggai, and it says, you have planted much but harvested little. You eat but never have enough to be satisfied. You drink but never have enough to be happy. You put on clothes but never have enough to get warm. The wage earner puts his wages into a bag with a hole in it. You're doing all these things and you'll never be satisfied. You'll never see the results that you want. You'll never have a conclusion to the matter, because when you brought the harvest to your house, I ruined it. That's what God is saying. And he says, why? Because my house still lies in ruins while each of you is busy with his own house. Our priorities aren't right. Our priorities aren't right. And some of us are working on our priorities. Some of us are really trying to get it together. And this is just encouragement for us to continue to work towards that. And for those of us who are not working to get in alignment with God, to focus on the things of God, this is admonishment. Get it together. These things will not fix it for you. You will never be fulfilled here. You will never be full here. You'll never see the conclusion, like I said, of the matter that you're working on until you prioritize the things of God. While his house is in ruin, while his business is not being handled, while his directives are not being followed, everything else is going to fall to ruin. He's never going to allow it to mature, excel, elevate, nothing. It's not going to happen. He's never going to allow something else to take priority over his. We can continue to push these things, and God's going to continue to push back and say, absolutely not. Absolutely not. So ask yourself, as again, we're getting to the end of this quarter, like we're right in the middle of it. November is right in the middle of the last quarter. Ask yourself, what are my priorities? And you'll know the answer when you look at the fruit around you, when you look at the results of your effort. Are things coming together, or are they falling apart? If they're coming together, then it's very likely that your priorities are in alignment with his will and his purpose and his plan. If they're not, I would highly encourage you to check it. I would highly encourage you to stop and say, hey, am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this what God's priority is? Am I focused on the things of God, or am I focused on the things of myself? That's it. That is all I'm gonna talk about. And I'm gonna run back inside because I still got work to do.
But I hope that you will hold Haggai chapter 1 verses 3 through 9 in your heart this week, that you will continue to check your priority list and get it into alignment with what God says. This is not about us. This is not about our personal to-do list. This is about our to-grow list. Are we growing? Are we stretching? Are we maturing? Are we evolving into the women that God has called us to be? Our to-grow list matters more than our to-do list, our goal list. It matters more than that. Ask God, because your to-grow list is prioritized by God. Okay? Okay. So hold Haggai chapter 1 verses 3 through 9 in your heart. Make sure that you have some pretty good coffee. And if you have not already gotten your tickets to the Hey Pretty conference, go to heyprettylife.com to get your tickets. Y'all, we are closing the tickets next month. That is our goal, to close the tickets next month. There's only a couple of seats left. I want to sell them out before the end of the year because I have some amazing things planned for you, including the exclusive Facebook group that opens on January 1st. And I don't want anyone to miss the opening. I don't want anybody to miss the opening. And, yeah, if you have not joined us for All the Things Bible Study, we have All the Things Bible Study every Monday night. So tonight at 9 p.m. you can join me on my YouTube channel. It goes live. Y'all, we are having such a good conversation on the book of Mark. God is really sitting with us and really bringing some revelatory knowledge to those of us that are tapping in. So All the Things Bible Study, 9 o'clock tonight on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already subscribed, I'm going to encourage you again, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and then hit the notification bell. That's the little icon that's right beside the subscribe button. Looks like a little bell. You want to do that because it'll ding you or email you or ping you when a new video goes up or when I'm going live tonight. So if I'm a few minutes late or a few minutes early, you'll know about it. And I don't want you to miss anything. Let's make this an amazing week. Bye, pretty ones.